Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the Open Banking Week. My name is Amit Mallick. I am a managing director in Accenture, based out of a London office, and I lead our global open banking practice. Today, I'm going to spend some time with you talking about the evolution of open banking and what do we see, what can we expect going forward from open banking as it evolves from open banking into open finance and finally into open data. Open banking really started 3 or 4 years ago as a regulatory initiative in Europe under the name of PSD2, but today is a global phenomena across all key geographies. There are more than 40 jurisdictions internationally who have passed or are in the process of passing regulation related to open banking. So open banking today covers all geographies from North America to Australia, and we are seeing it evolving rapidly across the globe. Payments and account data were really key in the first wave of implementation globally, but the scope is already widening to cover new data sets and services, financial services for both financial services and other industries. So if you think of the early phase of open banking, we saw most of the implementations focused around account balance and account transaction and payment initiation, but the scope is already increasing in many geographies. We are seeing open banking powered deposits, loans, digital identity, fraud and risk management, credit scoring, insurance, and it is really evolving from open banking into open finance. And in many geographies, other industries are also taking action and looking into this. And we expect open finance to finally evolve into open data. So let us talk about open banking, its evolution into open finance, and its progress into the world of open data. Based on our experience, we have seen a few key trends within this space, and I'm going to spend a few minutes in talking to you through some of these key trends. Trend number one is what we call as account aggregation and personal finance management. This is supposed to be the most important open banking use case, and most large banks from HSBC to Santander to Barclays to Citigroup have already launched a proposition like this, which they're using to deepen their customer relationships by providing aggregated view of all of their accounts into a unified view on their choice of channel or mobile app. It was met with a lot of enthusiasm, but I think account aggregation really got a very, very lukewarm response in its early days. I think most customers were willing to try account aggregation, but it needs more features and functionalities to be a mainstream app. And I think what account aggregation needs is three different things: intelligent alerts, actionable insights, and life moment needs, which will identify real-time needs and recommend solutions to customers based on their spending behavior. Within the next 2 years, I expect account aggregation or personal finance management to become mainstream and become a hygiene factor and a hygiene service within the world of open banking. Trend number two is around data monetization. Incumbents are really thinking hard about how to launch newer business offerings, which are more data powered. They are offering a set of raw data or aggregated data through APIs and trying to monetize them directly or indirectly. Visa and MasterCard, who have already launched multiple APIs focused around aggregated data insights, which they are offering to their merchants or business customers. Similarly, Barclays in UK has launched Barclays Insights or Smart Business Insights, which uses proprietary data and transaction data to to about customers and their spending habits, and provides businesses with newer insights around industry and business trends. This is going to be an important trend, and we will see evolution of more and more use cases where organizations will start monetizing data in a meaningful in meaningful and innovative ways. The third big trend which we are seeing is around credit scoring and credit decisioning. And this is really my favorite use case because I think this will be a game changer. What open banking will give us is an unparalleled ability to interrogate a customer's banking transactions in real time, understand their affordability, and provide a real time decision on whether they should be extended credit or not. And we are already seeing this in multiple examples in UK and Europe, where banks have used open banking data to provide real-time working capital loans. Banks and other institutions are using open banking data to credit score customers in real time. And in fact, other industries which have need for assessment of a customer's credit rating or want to assess their credit worthiness or affordability are using open banking data in real time in very, very meaningful ways. This is a space to watch out for, and I think open banking has the potential to significantly transform credit scoring in the immediate future. Trend number 4. Open banking originally was very, very focused towards providing new products and services for the retail consumer. But I strongly believe that the real opportunity for open banking is in the corporate banking and SME banking space. If you think of corporates and SMEs, they were a notoriously underserved market with trailing product innovation or poor servicing from incumbent banks. Open banking has or is allowing this market to thrive and grow through new services, more real-time propositions around treasury and cash management, instant payment and instant liquidity, multi-bank account aggregation for small and medium businesses, real-time business lending and financing, and of course, integration into accounting and bookkeeping packages. We are seeing multiple great examples of this happening internationally, but probably some of the North American banks led by Citi, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, Bank of America, etc., who have a set of open banking APIs for treasury and transaction banking are the names I should mention. Also worth mentioning the contribution of Zero into the space and how Zero is transforming the entire bank accounting package integration through its services. And this is really another great example of how connectivity and connectivity and real-time connectivity at that is able to provide business customers with a new set of products and services. Trend number 4 is around marketplaces. We have seen the evolution and growth of marketplaces powered by open banking. And this is especially true in Europe with two particular examples, Starling Bank and Number 26, who have really built a thriving business model, which really brings together the best of financial services into one view and allows a customer to buy or customize their entire financial services needs through a marketplace model. So if you log into Starling Bank on Number 26, you will see a full suite of products and services. But these products and services are not produced by Starling Bank on Number 26. They are partnered products and services which are presented on the Starling Bank on Number 26 app through APIs, and customers are able to pick and choose and select which services they want from which bank and are able to actually create their own customized set of products and services. So it's a very, very important trend, and I think the large growth in customer numbers for these neobanks or challenger banks uh, today and in the future will be powered by a range of marketplace services presented in a very digital savvy manner. In parallel, we are also seeing non-financial marketplaces open up. So what we are seeing is that organizations have started going beyond banking and started to bring together non-financial marketplaces. So, for example, UOB in Singapore has launched UOB Travel Service, uh, and the idea is to provide a set of travel services for all of your customers or all of your banking customers, and really be a part of their journey. Now, how would they do this? Again, essentially the same model. They don't need to be experts on travel. They partner with travel providers who provide a set of APIs to the bank, which the bank integrates it into your portal and provides a set of travel services, but also bundled with associated financial products like insurance, forex, tax refunds, etc. Here is a huge important. Here is an opportunity for banks to provide a new set of services which is really tied to a customer's day-to-day life moment needs. Similarly, DBS in Singapore is today offering a comprehensive array of non-financial services on their platform, whether it is utilities, comparison and purchase, whether it is home marketplaces or car marketplaces. And today, because of API-based connectivity with partners, DBS is able to offer that, and they are already the largest provider of this type of services. The DBS car marketplace, if I recall correctly, had more than 500,000 unique visits or unique customers and generated more than 300 million in home loans in Singapore within the first 12 months. And again, this is early days, but clearly this is a growing trend where marketplaces connected to various ecosystem partners through APIs will drive growth in open banking. And finally, trend number 6. Other sectors are trying to reap the benefits of openness, leading us into the world of open data. We are already seeing initiatives like open pensions and open energy in UK. And in fact, the Australian open banking regulation is not even called open banking, it is called consumer data rights. And it is focused around exposing customer data across a range of industries, starting with banking, followed with utilities and telecom and so on, with the intention of exposing data in a meaningful way across multiple industries over 5 to 6 years period. Going back to what we are seeing also in UK is the evolution of open pensions through a program called Pensions Dashboard, which will allow individuals to better access their pension information across a range of providers, whether it is their state pensions, whether it is the private pension, or whether it is pensions provided through their employers. Similarly, the energy industry is opening up a whole bunch of retail and wholesale data in a very, very similar fashion as banking. And obviously, this will all lead to creation of new data sets and new additional insights and information, which ultimately will start benefiting the end customer. Um, and of course, we will see other industries like retail, insurance, and telecom evolve in a very, very similar way. So the question you have to ask yourself really at this point is, where is all of this going? And what's the end game here? So my view is that open banking will be the new normal in banking, and it will result in creation of a very, very competitive and collaborative ecosystem involving banks, tech giants, fintechs, and non-banks. Open data will be the new normal, and open data propositions will be deeply embedded and almost invisible in our day-to-day customer journeys. Availability of data across multiple industries will result in boundaries across the industries to be blurred. And I think we will see evolution of super apps powered by open banking models and partnerships, which will rebundle customer propositions and provide a range of services to customers. We have already seen super apps in Far Eastern Asia, especially in China, and these apps provide a range of services from financial services to travel to food delivery to wallets. And the scope of services is increasing on a continuous basis. In the future, because of availability of open data across multiple industries, I think super apps will proliferate. And I think this is where the big techs will start getting into the world of open banking. Of course, once you have super apps and once boundaries across industries get blurred, marketplaces will take center stage. A marketplace can be set up by an incumbent, and through partnerships with a range of fintechs and startups, they can provide a really wide, diverse, and innovative set of services to their end clients. The first stage of open banking was focused very much on APIs. But I think the next evolution will be more around data. It will not be around APIs anymore at all. APIs and data management will be synonymous with open banking and open data. And integration with machine learning, artificial intelligence, and linkage into Internet of Things is what will drive differentiation and adoption. And of course, this requires a whole new set of thinking, and I think market infrastructure providers need to come up with new solutions, which will be common solutions across the industry, which will drive activation and growth of the ecosystem at local and international level. So that is what I think is going to happen in the immediate future. Hopefully, all of you have enjoyed this presentation. It has given you things to consider further in how you want to progress open banking within your organizations and within your geography. Thank you for listening to me, and please reach out to me through my social media channels for any further details and information. Thank you and goodbye.